time to switch that to Maokai.
Quas have. And he is going to choose the Maokai. The tree gets a little bit of play time for himself again as well.
Well, that pick is really not picking for the lane much at all.
No, I'd rather say very rapidly trying to charge his Narbar ups. He knows he's going to get dove.
Yeah, OQ took a turret shot there, so if they get aggro, it has to be Centaur and teleport in to try and trap Huni. He will go Mega.
He bounces out, gives himself the distance. Oh, cannot get it through with the attack. Looks for Oki on the wallet.
Yeah.
Doesn't even come through.
I actually, too, Huni's going to try and get Meganar, and they're going to go for it.
See how he uses Twisted Advance here to dodge out on some of the damage. Slaps up
nice
against the wall. The wallet follows up, and it's actually the crowd control now mitigated from the Vengeful Maelstrom. That's going to be a kill onto Huni, and Rainover almost goes down, but he eagle-eyes the kill on Quas.
And that just goes to show how difficult.
Lost his blue, got kind of pressured at his red. Still crushing on Santorin, finding where he is in the jungle. Huni trying to take control here, the top side.
That hurts.
Weaver's wall to the top, and it's going to be some worked ground as both Huni and Pobelter come up for a kill.
Yeah, if at first you don't solve, he's in trouble.
If nobody responds in time, they're going to come up with a second turret on this as well. It's not like they cut too many off. They're just really good at getting somewhere. Now they're kind of taking time. No Ignite here. That's the Morello Namicon, but it will hurt Quas on the auto attack heal. They are throwing everything they have here. They finally get him down. Huni almost cost his life for that attack. 5 Immortals members on the map right now. Infernal Drake is going to be next again. Probably something the teams will be going after. Null Zone actually goes down this time. The knock, wow, they use quite a bit. 4 ultimates to get that down. We're going to see a TP from Quad. Oh, actually the Boomerang missing. Doesn't let Hyper charge up well enough. This is going to be a kill onto Huni as they go in for it. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Going pretty hard. They'll get him on the slow. They make sure it reaches the wall. But I love that conversation you're having because there used to be worlds where it'd be Triforce. Everybody built Triforce. Pobelter's going to go down as well. No, Pobelter doesn't go down. Adrian, he tries to get there in time, cannot save him. Onto Kiwi Kid now. Quas onto the turret with tank on, and it looks like he's going to be able to get out of the turret range. Back and forth with the aggro of the turret as they find Immortals members. And now the question is, does Immortals know the right way? Yeah.
But there's a blue trinket on OQ. He popped it in the back. Here we go.
Oh, they're cutting off GBM. He flashes over the wall. And right back on Huni. Null Zone is down, gonna do some nice damage, and he's not close to even gnawing out. Kiwi Kid flashes in for the ult. Crowd's ready for energy to follow up, but it's Immortals who's ready to turn this one around. Pobelter working ground on the bottom side as the Boomerang cuts through Quas, but the tree still stands, and now they look each other in the eye. In mid lane, nobody. Pobelter hovering just below the team. He's actually warded out as he comes up. He might be caught by GBM. Those two are back and
top
forth.
laners TPing.
They're like, we want to help GBM, but GBM actually gets himself in there. Takes the kill for himself, comes back to help the team, walks in slow. Santorin flashes out, the Boomerang goes through just about, and they're right in perfect range for Ricochet, but maybe they can't deliver the damage, and the Malefic Visions eating people away here. Rainover over the wall, kills back and forth. He comes in for another swipe, and the heals from Adrian. Keeping people. Quas is Huni rather, is gnarred out right now. He's got a long walk to go. It's going to be a bit of a staggered approach here from Immortals. They should be able to get it, but the exit may be a little messy. Kiwi Kid is low. Rainover looks top, but then he knows the priority targets are in the pit. That's going to be Kiwi Kid down. Flashes, like I said, are down for energy. This is going to be a tough fight to exit, and Huni knows he can get to the back line. Starts slowing down OQ, but OQ tries to return the favor and get a kill. Pobelter taking down GBM, gets a little bit of retribution for himself from last time. Looks like, everybody wants out, but Santorin gets a little love shove from Pobelter, and it's going to be an overall ace for Immortals.
There goes.
And so they're saying, maybe one more? We'll see if it happens now. Teleport from Quas, just from the bottom lane. They got to get there now, and they got to make it fast. Kiwi Kid is not going to live. He gets hit by Pobelter as he volleys away. Quas is also forced out. The toughest guy can't even stand on the won't count. Sticks and stones, almost breaking his bones. And we're going to see the Nexus turrets now in the eyes of Immortals. Quas doing everything he can in the front line. Thrown up against the wall. That's the 1-2 punch, and that's 1, 2, 3 members down as Kiwi Kid actually is coming back up now to try and help the team. The calling coming out from NRG as they go for broke here to stop Immortals. But it's only so much they can do. Immortals ahead right now. 4,000 gold is really all they've needed to keep control of the game. And they're just padded stats, chat. The fantasy points are trying to come through right now.
Saying, Santorin, you are doing nothing in this base, but we do want to kill you.
There's the Nexus. 18-10, 33 minutes in. Game 1 goes to Immortals.
Yeah, and it was a little bit dicey at times, but quite honestly, even after some of the rough things that happened during the game, they never really faced a goal deficit. Immortals was always able to keep the pressure up. They punished NRG when NRG tried to make their one big play of the game, which is to go and sneak the Baron buff. And it's yet another win.
With a mic check, he was like, nobody even hover Teemo. You do not touch Teemo or you don't eat tonight.
Yeah, that was, I think, parts for
the Rumble. All right.
Anyway, there's a lot to catch up on this champ select. Not an opportunity right now because Adrian hasn't committed. Here we go.
Is it going to be there? The flash from Kiwi Kid came in.
That's it.
Santorin still has his knock up on the Turtle. A few more hits. The grenade pops and the ignite, along with an attack, is going to solidify the kill. Now they're trying to get and hightail it out of here. A pop-up. Santorin very nicely placed onto Huni. And there's the tether from Kiwi Kid. They're trying to stop everything from coming through. Kiwi Kid's going to fall eventually. But the whole roam here, if GBM stays mid, he can get more farm. This pulls
spectacular restraint from Immortals right there, forcing the teleport cancel out of Quas. Now,
oh dear,
has teleport, and they could go in.
Restraint out the window!
Oh no!
They try to go back in on this one. Santorin waits just to the end of the ultimate from GBM to keep that crowd control on. We're 1 for 1 now, but it's a support for the mid laner, which means energy here. Flashes the boomerang, very smart by Huni. He'll have the scrap shield up to keep his distance. And Santorin has just a bit before he can get back under. It's going to be under the turret though. Huni could get some harpoons into slow and keep them in range. One last shot, connects with the hyper, and Quas gets the speed to get out.
Loved the persistent aggression right there. Ash arrow out, here we go.
Whoa, OQ getting walled in here. Pobelter may have him in a bad spot though. Almost makes himself the prisoner. Everything missing. Turtle loses out on his shot. They're hitting Pobelter. He gets the heal coming in, and it's going to be now into OQ. He actually has to stop short. Turtle just walks up into his face. 2 members of NRG down now. The equalizer goes over Tribrush, and NRG cannot continue to enter. That saves Adrian, and they finally take down Turtle at the bottom side. They are spreading left and right of this fight. And it looks like they'll finally try to get the last straggling members of NRG here. Quas and GBM with maybe 800 health together. Yeah,
but Rainover and Huni are full health, so it's just a matter of cornering them to pick up all the kills.
A little charred Gnar for dinner there from Huni, and they are going to be able to drop GBM as he looks to hide under their turret.
What a
one way or the other
fight that was. Really agreeing with some of the team's draft, trying to really hammer home, like widening the champion pool. Pobelter's getting ganked though.
Woo!
He's dead. Super dead.
Not much you can say about that. Yeah. Not mad at anybody else but yourself.
2 levels in the Rumble Ultimate, so that's a big play. But the Gnar is teleporting in. Here comes Energy.
Vroom, vroom. 3-man pop-up coming from Santorin, but is the follow-up there. Quas is able to get the jump and close the gap. He just misses. The Townhouse throws it left of Adrian. The Rumble Ultimate equalizes the fight for Immortals, and it may be the HP drop they need. That's actually Adrian going down first. Both summoners are gone from him. Santorin getting to the back line. Can he drop them? It's 2 for 2 for so far. DPS of Wild Turtles now out of the fight. They're looking to get onto Huni as they turn around, and he flashes forward to connect the kill into GBM, also avoid a bit of damage. And now it's Rainover and Huni, definitely putting out more DPS than OQ and Kiwi Kid. But if Kiwi Kid and OQ can kite this fight, they may be able to deliver back. The bad thing is, though, the straight line that Immortals can take will cut off energy here. And it looks like they're forced to fight. The Mantra shield goes out, but Kiwi Kid can only do so much. The retribution kill for himself as they take each other out, and it looks like...
If your mindset is to solo carry the game, it may not be the best choice.
Right.
Here he comes
surfing in. Gonna get a wipeout on Quas before he can even Gnar out. That Pobelter slides his way down for a kill.
Ooh, that global pride away from these curtain calls. Whoa!
Hello.
You need help.
Oh, yeah, now he needs help. Turtle. He actually is holding off 4 members right now. He's holding off 4 members! That's like one of those ninja movies where you're like, why aren't all the ninjas fighting the bad guy? Everybody hit him at once! It's because they couldn't.
This will be a messy fight.
It's all right, chat. Some have innies, some have outies. We'll see what happens as they start to pull off. They find Kiwi Kid here. Quas may be able to take down Adrian. He keeps living with near 0 HP and then baits the rest of the teams in. Throws down the crescendo. Still alive. That's going to be a big ult. Quas can't Gnar out just yet. Adrian lives as he continues to sustain the team, and they continue to draw pain of energy here. That's going to be OQ left. They're going to be able to grab him down. I believe he will flash over the wall and get himself to safety, rather. But Immortals are making these fights look so clean.
Health once again. Soraka can't do that. She only gets full health to other people, whereas Adrian's keeping the whole team up right there. Yeah, basically NRG thought they were going to be able to...
Quite fast. NRG's going to have to play very reactive. Hextech Belt to get himself a little more range. One ult after the other. Santorin takes the full turret heat up that he can take. Now that's on to Quas. He nars out at the perfect time. And they do some nice back and forth to get that turret. But Immortals always doing something else on the other side of the map.
Down. That cuts him off from the defense. That's cheeky. The teleport comes in from NRG. This will be the final fight.
One of my favorite ways of using the Weaver's Wall. Pobelter just instantly cuts off energy. They see the opening, though, as enter stage right. Quas very low on the Narbar, but he is getting himself built up. As the rest... Oh, GBM actually seismic shoved in. Pobelter starts off the fight on Talia, and they're going to be going in hard on this one. Adrian and Hooney in the front. He can sustain Hooney. He keeps Adrian protected. What a combination they got going on in just groups of two right now. They're going to group together on the Nexus turrets, though, as it's a team effort to take the win. Immortals looking to solidify this one just at 34 minutes in the game, and they are going to keep this very nice record alive. They're going to keep shooting for first place. Immortals take down NRG.
Yeah, and you could see by the end of that game, after Adrian picked up the Ardent Sensor, like, they weren't taking any damage from NRG's team, and a lot of that had to do with the near 20,000 gold advantage. But, I mean, I think Immortals should be pretty satisfied after that win, because they had a fairly decisive 2-0 here against NRG, and only looking better and better as they move to 14-1. And you look at NRG, and that one, it kind of hurts. Even though you can't really expect them to beat Immortals, who's only lost once all season, it does lower their chances even more, and they're very close to being mathematically eliminated from the playoffs now.
Playing against a team like Immortals, it's just that everything comes